Built in 1859, the Pensacola Lighthouse is the tallest lighthouse on the Gulf Coast. It's the fourth highest in Florida and the 17th highest in the United States. However, because it stands on a 41-foot high bluff, it measures out as the highest light in Florida and the 16th in the nation. U.S. coastal lighthouses were created under the direction of Stephen Pleasanton. The first in this spot was a boat anchored in the harbor in 1823. 2 years later, the second lighthouse, a 40-foot tower, was built on the bluff. This served until the current structure was erected 35 years later, just before the beginning of the Civil War. Although briefly vandalized by the Confederates at the beginning of the Civil War, once the Union retook the lighthouse, and ever since, the lights have been active. The grounds and lighthouse are now preserved through a private 501c3 organization with a wonderful small park and the buildings that served the lighthouse keepers and their families. There are fun activities for the children, such as a demonstration of how pulleys make lifting easier, and ropes to practice knot tying. Walking down this red brick path brings you to the fork. Are you willing to try to climb to the top of the lighthouse? If you choose to climb the 177 steps to the lighthouse top, you must first listen to the safety instructions.
For anybody having sunglasses on their forehead, you're okay. Just when you step outside, there's a stronger wind up on the top. You may want to put them down here because the more expensive the sunglass, the further into infinity they go.
Let me say right now, 177 steps is a hefty climb. Each step is numbered with a commemorative plate. There are places to rest every 50 steps or so. Yes, eventually I made it to the top. On the top landing, another volunteer sits with stories to tell. What do you like about it?
The view, all the people that come through, the whole grounds here are haunted.
Oh, what?
Haunted.
Haunted?
And
What are they
that-
haunted with?
That TV show, Ghost Hunters.
Oh, yeah?
They've been here twice and done a show on the lighthouse.
Then you step out onto the lighthouse platform for the magnificent panoramic view. This thing constantly turns, huh?
Yes, it needs to, because if it stopped during the day and the sun was shining in and hit the lens, it could overheat something and start a fire.
Back on the ground, it's time to visit the museum, housed in the keeper's quarters. The museum opens with artifacts, all dating from before 1953, when the last lightkeeper retired. Being a physician, old-time medicine chests have always fascinated me. The museum is set up to show how the lightkeepers lived, starting with this living room, circa early 1950s, and programmed with TV shows from that period. This is a pie shelf, ventilated to store fresh foods. Here in the basement, a few more period pieces demonstrate life in the early 20th century. Notice the ice barrel, the kerosene kettle, and various netting. These are models that one of the lighthouse keepers created when recovering from a ruptured appendix, a reminder of the benefits of modern medicine. This display was fun, a pictorial of the progression of lights used in lighthouses over the centuries. Next time in the Pensacola area, take an hour to enjoy this monument from our history. Please subscribe to my YouTube videos. Thank you for watching.